Hey folks, thanks again for watching Pro Libertate, where I talk about philosophy, politics, theology, whatever comes to mind. Might be farming soon. Anyway, I wanted to talk about. I just put up this video, as you can see, 20 minutes ago over here. This is on my. I have a channel on YouTube and one on BitChute. And I just wanted to point out this interesting little phenomena that I am observing. And this ties into the previous video, actually. But over here on my YouTube channel, as you see, it has no views. I just refreshed this. And this has been up for 20 minutes. And I put the two videos up at almost the same time. If anything, I think the BitChute video went up after. And as I go over to the BitChute channel, let me see here. It's got 45 views. Let me refresh it even. It's been a little while. 46. 46 views to 0. Now, where are more people at? Where are more people at? And my subscribers just went up too. Where are more people at? YouTube or BitChute? Most people I talk to, they don't even know what BitChute is. So it's not because there are more people over at BitChute that my video is getting more views. There's something going on. They're playing games. And YouTube, as I was saying in the previous video, as well as the gatekeepers in general in the media, they don't want people like me talking. That's what gave Trump the victory in 2016. And in the previous video, I discussed how some hack mainstream media fraud prostitute cut Trump off in mid-speech to fact-check him. And and how they absolutely hate how Trump uses Twitter. They don't hate Trump's use of Twitter because he's vulgar, he's uncouth, or raw, and says stupid things, all of which is true. That's not why they hate his use of Twitter. They hate his use of Twitter because it makes them irrelevant. When Trump uses Twitter, it makes the mainstream media completely irrelevant. Whenever the president used to want to talk to the people of the United States, he would have to call a press conference. And if you're in the media, that makes you supremely relevant. The president needs you in order to reach the masses. And as I alluded to, a large part of the reason Trump won in 2016 was because of people like me, of renegade YouTubers just putting up videos, commenting on things, making mockeries out of people on the left. They had all those wrecked videos. There was the wrecked feminist, wrecked SJWs, all these channels, and it was hilarious. It was funny stuff. There was one I used to watch all the time. You can't stump the Trump. It was just funny stuff. There was Trump in the debates just making a mockery out of Jeb Bush and various Republicans, right? And it was hilarious stuff, really funny. Those channels are all gone. They're all gone. And as you can see, my channel, the exact same video uploaded at the exact same time, and it's got no views. There are far more people over here on YouTube than over at BitChute. However, over here, I'm up to 46. I bet you there's even more now if I refresh it. I'm still at 46. But the point being, and there is no disclaimer, as I pointed out in the other video, the one I had on climate change over on YouTube, there is no disclaimer from Wikipedia over here on BitChute, saying, oh, he's talking about climate change. We got to make sure the official narrative is out there. That's not there. I hope BitChute remains committed to free speech. It'll be a test to see how long that lasts. But this is what won Trump the presidency in 2016. It was a bunch of renegade YouTubers making videos, guys like Alex Jones, Stefan Molyneux, and all sorts of little channels, guys doing stuff like me, just putting up videos and commenting on them. That is what won Trump the presidency. Not Russians, not Russian memes, or any of that nonsense. It was this stuff right here. And so they had to put a stop to it. They had to put the brakes. They had to pump the brakes on this. And so they've done stuff with their algorithms, obviously, so that, I mean, if you go to like the YouTube homepage, you know, I mean, they're going to have stuff that you're interested in. So here's the stuff that I've been listening to. But right off the bat, what do we see? What do we see? Official stuff, right? So this is where they want to move to like being kind of like Netflix, where you, you know, you can just stream movies and stuff like that. You know, Super Size Me was just terrible. It's so stupid. I can't believe, I should just make a video ranting about that. It's such a dumb movie. Thoroughly dishonest. And, you know, because there was a guy who had a video actually called Fathead, where he ate McDonald's every day for a month. And he actually lowered his cholesterol because he wasn't a moron. He's like, you know what? I'm not a moron. I think I'm going to take a walk, you know, that kind of thing. That's, and when they offered him to supersize me, he would say, you know, let me think about it. I don't feel like a really big soda today. I'll just take the medium. And he looks at the camera and he's like, yeah, see, wasn't that hard. I remember, gosh, I really should do a video on this. It's so dumb. Him acting like he was addicted to McDonald's and he was having withdrawals and I just need a Big Mac, you know, and he's doing this stupid face and acting like he's a drug addict and McDonald's is drugs. It was, you know, it doesn't surprise me that he got hired by MSNBC as a reporter, an investigative journalist. But anyway, so you go on, you know, and so it's a lot of stuff like this now, right? So there's some sports stuff, some of the things that I've been, you know, listening to and watching. But you know, that's where it's at. But as far as political stuff, I've watched a bunch of Molyneux, and he's not on here. That's weird. But so they don't want, they want to pick the winners and losers. WNBA finals. Nobody cares. They want to pick the winners and losers. And when YouTube was free and it was the Wild West, they couldn't do that. And that was fine. The winners and losers were chosen by the viewers. The viewers would choose the content that they enjoyed. They would choose what channels that they liked. That's not good enough. The left cannot abide free speech. They really don't like it. They don't like a free market of ideas. They cannot abide that. That's why they got to put stupid little disclaimers under my videos. Saying how correcting my views on climate change, because they cannot abide a free market of ideas. If there's a free market of ideas, the climate change crowd loses. If there's a free market of ideas, the socialists lose. If there's a free market of ideas, you know, then they lose every time. I mean, there was the embarrassing debate between Cenk Uygur and Ben Shapiro. I'm not a big Ben Shapiro fan by any means, if at all here. But, you know, Shapiro just mopped the floor with the guy. That he's like one of the big, he's the big fat guy from the Young Turks, right? And, you know, Shapiro just mopped the floor with him. And I would consider Shapiro to be a lightweight, right? So the gatekeepers cannot abide a free market of ideas. And this was the thing, I kind of alluded to it in the previous video, but I want to highlight this point, underscore it, and put it in, 50-point font, 48 views now, okay? Just as I'm shooting this video, the views are going up. over to my YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have a single view yet on that video? Not a one. Man gets 99 years in prison for kicking cop. No views. Do the math on that. But anyway, I wanted to end on this note. And I want to highlight this point and underline it, put it in 100-point font. And that is, for all the cries that the media has made about, Trump and various people on the right being against the media, the reality is just the opposite. And this is one of the things that I've seen repeatedly on the left, is they always accuse you of the very thing that they themselves are guilty of. The people on the right are perfectly fine with a free press. People on the right are perfectly happy with media outlets existing that criticize Trump. I'm happy to criticize Trump. I'm a libertarian. I have tons of problems with things Trump says and does. However, it's the people on the left that cannot abide a free market of ideas. So when they complain about the people on the right being against the media, it's actually them. It's actually them that are opposed to a free press and a free media, because they want to shut stuff like this down. They put pressure on YouTube to shut this stuff down. They don't want channels like Molyneux. They don't want channels like Alex Jones or Bering or Sargon of Akkad and all these various channels, or wrecked feminist videos. They don't want those guys' voices out there. They are unauthorized, they are unorthodox, and they are all heretics. The gatekeepers and the orthodox are people like this prostitute from MSNBC. And YouTube and their execs have obviously bowed the knee to this god. They will serve it, and they will sacrifice what originally made YouTube great and popular. They will sacrifice it all in service of their false god. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you're probably not going to see this video. But if you're on BitChute, do likewise. Thanks again, and take care.